So this guy is about to try and overthrow the US government. Now the guy's name is Huttle. Huttle's 41 years old, living in Indiana, and he's kind of a turd. He's been in and out of jail a ton of times. He's got 7 DUIs. He went to prison once for a couple of years for leaving bruises on his own kid. Bro is just a nightmare. But one day in 2021, his whole life changes. Because his uncle comes to him and he's like, "Hey, want to overthrow the government?" Now his uncle is this guy, Uncle Dale. And Uncle Dale's 73 years old. And he wants to travel over to Washington, D.C., where the president is going to give a public speech to a bunch of his supporters. And Huttle, he just got out of jail for like a DUI not too long before this, so he doesn't have anything better going on. And so he's just like, overthrow the government? Alright. And so they drive 10 hours from Indiana all the way over to Washington, D.C. So they get there and they go to the Ellipse, which is a park right near the White House, to hear the president speak to his supporters. Here's the thing about the president, though. 2 months before this, he had run for re-election and lost. And he's apparently still all salty about it, claiming it was rigged and it's unfair and it was stolen from me. And now he wants to interrupt the certification of the votes, which would create chaos and allow him to remain president for a period longer. And so on this day at the Ellipse, during his speech to a bunch of his supporters, he basically instructs all of them to march down to the Capitol building and protest and disrupt the certification of the votes.
And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down.
And so Huttle and Uncle Dale hear this, and they're like, "Oh, the president's going down to the Capitol building? Well, hell yeah, let's go with him." And so they and a huge crowd of the president's supporters all start marching, and they walk about 2 miles until they reach the Capitol building. And of course, the president doesn't go there with them. Like, he's full of shit. He probably just went back to the White House to watch TV or something. Like, he just wanted his supporters to go down there and be disruptive, which they do. And by the time the crowd gets there, Huttle and Uncle Dale are there. And there's Uncle Dale on the left and Huttle right there on the right. And they start talking about wanting to get inside the building and arrest members of Congress. In fact, Uncle Dale's exact words are, "I think we ought to bum rush the Capitol building. Arrest them all. We've got enough people to do that." But here's where gets crazy. This big-ass crowd surrounds the Capitol, and they really surround this place. Like, they take it over, and things escalate real quick. And suddenly, boom, the crowd overruns the police there, and you can see them pulling a protective barrier away from police here, and again right here. And soon, people start climbing up